In college, I did a year-long study abroad program in Santiago, Chile. I traveled the continent, I became fluent in Spanish, and I made some incredible friends. And when I say it like that, it sounds so romantic. But in reality, it was filled with a lot of difficulties, and I was constantly pushed outside of my comfort zone. When I went down there, I told myself, I know this is gonna be hard, but it's all worth it because I will learn, I will grow, and I will have some amazing adventures. And one of my favorite adventures was when, for my 21st birthday, 2 friends and I decided to take a backpacking trip to Chilean Patagonia. Now, backpacking is an extreme type of camping. In camping, you often drive up to the campsite in your car, you've got your cooler and all your supplies in your vehicle, and there's probably a bathroom and a shower nearby. But with backpacking, you have to bring everything that you might need in with you in a backpack. Cooking supplies, camping supplies, food, clothing, everything you carry in with you. So backpacking is extreme. And Chilean Patagonia, well, it's at the very end of the Americas. It's where the Andes Mountains end, the Strait of Magellan begins, and the next closest landmass is Antarctica. Inside the park, the elevation ranges from sea level to 3,500 feet above sea level, and it has wind gusts up to 75 miles an hour. So Chilean Patagonia, also extreme. Now, none of us had ever been backpacking before, but what could go wrong? So the day of our trip arrives, and we meet up at the airport, and my friend Monica looks off. She's pasty, she's got this fine layer of sweat on her upper lip, and she's dramatically leaning against any surface she can find. She tells us she's been up all night vomiting, and she feels terrible, but she is determined to go on this adventure. So off we go on the 2-day trip to make it to Patagonia. And we finally get there, and it is absolutely stunning. There is no development anywhere you can see. There's a herd of wild horses grazing in a field, and a glacier-fed stream runs along the side of the path. I'm taking a minute just to soak it all up, taking deep breaths in and out of the cool, crisp air, when all of a sudden I hear, "My glasses!" and I see Monica scurry towards the river. So I don't know how this happened because I am standing right next to Monica and my glasses are firmly on my face. But somehow a gust of wind came and blew the glasses off of Monica's face and into that glacier-fed stream. So we take a minute to decide, what are we gonna do? Will Monica go back to town? How do we even get back to town? Will the optometrist's office be open because it's the weekend? So in the end, we decide that my glasses are close enough to Monica's glasses, so we will just share them. That way, each of us can see the natural beauty of Patagonia. That's right, I'm now sharing glasses with the woman who 2 days ago was vomiting her brains out. So off we go to the campsite for the first night, and we get our tent set up, and tonight we're having spaghetti and canned tomato sauce for dinner. So I get the pasta, I get the pot, I get the tomato sauce, and the can opener. Where's the can opener? Where's the can opener? Okay, so we're down a pair of glasses and a can opener, but we will figure it out. Now, Chilean Patagonia is a big area that's made up of a couple of different parks. So there's lots of options when you want to do a backpacking trip. So my friends and I decided to do a 5-day, 4-night trip. Well, it was supposed to be. So on the morning of day 3, when I wake up to find that our tent has a leak in it, it's the perfect time to reflect. Am I gonna be a glass half empty person or a glass half full person? Sure, the trip has not gone exactly as I intended, but look at where I am and look at who I'm with. Plus, we have a trash bag and some duct tape so we can patch up that leak, no problem. So day 4 comes around and we're greeted by blue skies and full sun. And our path this day takes us through a dense forest and along the edge of a lake whose coastline is filled with millions of pebbles, each one black or white. There's birds flying overhead, catching thermals and zigzagging across the sky. The beauty is overwhelming, and I'm filled with such warmth. First, I feel it in my hands, and then I feel it in my face, and then there's some nausea. And before long, I'm vomiting off the side of the trail with my 40-pound backpack on my back. But glass half full, right? So off we go to the next campsite. And we go a little bit slower and take a few more breaks, but we finally make it. And again, it's just stunning. This time we're staying at a campsite on a grassy knoll next to a lake. So we get our campsite set up and we start getting ready for dinner when a gust of wind comes in and literally blows our tent off the stakes. And off it goes, riding the same thermals that the birds were just flying on. Is there even any water left in my proverbial glass? Or did the wind take that too? So after so long of pushing through and keep going, I decide that I've already made incredible memories, and so we decide to end the trip one day early. Now, lucky for me, at this last campsite, there's a little store, and I treat myself to a sandwich, some snacks, and the best juice box I've ever had. Thank you.